Yes, here, at you within our stream. We're about to do some verdansk. But yeah, this today's stream, not really surprising. It's a warzone because we're still here trying to get 20, but I'm battle royale casuals. But maybe today is today. Besides, also still been quite challenging because there's no battle royale solos yet, or there used to be battle royale solos for casual, but now it's just quads, and that plays a lot different than solos because I have to 1v4 every time. Not really like I'm not up for the challenge, but still. But yeah, whatever. We'll just get around today's stream and I hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, if you got any questions, I should be answering in around 15 to 20 minutes, so just stay tuned. That'd be putting my Discord on in the stream, so
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
keep an eye out.
Changing mag.
Enemy soldier incoming. Red time's over. Now you can walk to the war zone. Battle Royale. You've got gas closing in fast. Double time it to the safe zone.
Visual on the
Hunt down the enemy. Supply box is located. Move to secure.
Does anyone need this?
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
Does anyone need this?
moving into the AO. Two supply boxes secured. One remaining.
Does anyone need this? Visual on the objective. Enemy! Taking fire! Enemy! Reloading. Enemy!
Yes, it's moving.
Enemy!
All supply boxes secure. Contract complete.
Enemy! Visual on the objective. Enemy! Enemy! I'm hit! Changing max. Enemy! Reloading.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Enemy! Enemy! Changing max. Visual on the objective.
located. Capture and secure the intel points to discover the next gas spread.
Visual on the objective. Voilà, for the right.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Voilà, for the right. Enemy!
Yeah, it's just Call of Duty Warzone. Casuals 20 verdansk part 2. Just we did do part 1, but I realized we never streamed part 2. Just 3.
Enemy!
You've got gas moving in.
Enemy! Reloading. Voilà, for the right. Changing max. I'll drive. Visual on the objective.
Whoever is watching right now, shout out to you, just to show you that I see you are there. Send you a few messages. Yeah, I appreciate you for being here. By the way, if you were about to ask why I did what I did there, well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So that kind of neat vehicle was in the middle of downtown, so it was quite a risky move, but I still decided to do it anyway because that's just what you gotta do sometimes.
Visual on the objective.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Especially if you need some transportation to quickly get from zone to zone, because the gas is gonna be closing in a few minutes, and if I'm then still running from
Eliminate threats and
the
secure
other
supply
side of the
caches
map,
are
that's
closing.
not really the type of that's not really quite ideal, or if you wanna make it into an end game.
I'll drive. Enemy!
But yeah, how are all of you doing today? 'Cause I'm doing quite incredible. What about you? You doing horrible? Then do let me know why. Right now I'm just chasing some kills to get this most wanted off of me. And just completing contracts because we're kind of like in that mid-game phase right now, so it's all about that cash flow. Early game I feel like it's just all about loadout, but mid-game it's all about contracts, just farming some kills if you want to get a high kill game like I am doing right now.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Enemy! Reloading.
Objective complete.
Voilà, fin de ride.
I feel like it's so
Bounty targets marked.
especially
Kill
that
'em all.
information that I'm missing sometimes. I got some.
Gas is moving in. Safe zone located.
Closing on my location.
All bounty targets are KIA.
but he just got
New intel
slammed.
coming in. A classified weapon will be airdropped into your AO shortly.
Enemy!
Especially just if you seat swap, you can like dodge a sniper glint. That's what I pretty much do most of the time.
Enemy!
You're losing ground. Moving.
Visual on here.
Classified weapon found in combat zone. Sure, it's getting the upper hand.
Reloading.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
No.
Changing max.
Don't do this to me. Game, please, please. Yeah, and then of course that's when I had the lag. At least we still got our
Fight to win redeployment.
I would have won that gunfight.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Why do I have to get shit on? Really, damn Activision. These servers are just generally delayed
Reloading.
sometimes.
Enemy eliminated. Careful
At least we still got 13 kills. Do we risk going back?
I'm back. We're this.
I mean, I really don't want to actually. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna need those guns. Where did I die actually? Exactly. I don't know, didn't I die on like that building? Never mind. Okay, we're just gonna
Marking new safe zone.
do something
No more fighting in the gulag.
very risky and head over to a buy station.
Taking fire!
Or grab free loadout. Yeah. Now that I think about it, that sounds
Anyone
like
need this?
a smart decision. We're not making the dumb decision. Why does loadout always gotta be camped? That's so gay. I'm gonna get sniped.
I'm hit!
But also, no, we are not.
Changing max.
Use your little headies.
Taking fire!
It's not really the type of endgame I want it to be in.
Only 4 left.
Visual on the objective.
I'm gonna just head to the top of this mountain, see what I can do. Doesn't seem like we're gonna be buying an endgame checklist, so we're all just gonna have to do this from the information we can get from red dots on the minimap. At least we still got a loadout. It's better than nothing.
Enemy!
Then, okay. Then why does the enemy gotta have the classified weapon? That just tells me already that this team is full of tryhards. We're just gonna have to activate tryhard mode then too. And just play for the kills. We wouldn't care about anyone else not getting the win. I'm not losing. Also, I did just hop on, so if I am still a little rusty and I end up losing this match than winning, it's not because I suck at the game. I rock at the game all the time. It's just sometimes I'm not really quite on my game yet.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
2 more squads. I really generally don't always really like camping, but it seems like this is the best like power position I can hold for now. Just gotta defend it with my life. Of course. What? From where did I get sniped? Of course. Someone on the other side, yeah.
Enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Why couldn't he just be... Like, how did I get sniped? He could have been anywhere in the map, but no, he just had to coincidentally be behind that other rock on the other side, when he could have also been fighting the enemy squad over there. But no, he just had to be there. Yeah, I still got 16 kills, 4 contracts, 2 deaths, but like 50,000 damage. That'd be verdansk. I do not want to do Avalon. It's Avalon. When I already kind of said I do not want to do Avalon, I actually kind of want to really generally get this 20 while my verdansk. I feel like I have the not only the highest chances. I just feel like on Avalon I would have lower chances because like it's a advanced map. It's not really something I'm used to. I'm more used to like grounded Call of Duty maps, like back in the day when it used to be all about like war and that sort of thing. Okay, I'ma just wait 6 minutes. Anyways, you all enjoying the stream so far? Then do let me know down below in the comments. At least now we do know something. We can make it into an endgame situation. And we're making our earlier rotations like quite good than bad, so there are some positives about the match, but the negatives would be that I still ended up dying and got third place. But then still, even if I would have then still won, what if I had 20 kills? No, because I would have had to at least wipe the whole squad or gotten one more kill by like sniping out the one with the classified weapon and then taking care of the trio that was still alive. Or duo, because it would be 2 against 1. And then also sniping the classified weapons other teammate, or just solo that's out in the open and not in a building. I do also really generally gotta hurry this up because 5 minutes before 6 I got to like upload the stream. I gotta edit, get a few clips for Twitch and YouTube, and then also I got dinner around at exactly 6 o'clock every single day, and I cannot miss that or be late. I have to be around time, otherwise we do not get food. And after I'm actually gonna be leaving to Ermir City because there's some like there's a Pokemon Go like raid day today, so there's that. And if you're wondering, it's the legendary Tapu Fini. That's all. Alright. Thank you.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
Reloading. Enemy!
Dropping into the AR. All stations, Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
At least in the pregame, you also get little aim practice. But yeah, there's the music again. We're entering the war zone. Let's do this.
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Visual on the objective.
You're clear to engage all hostiles. Supply box is marked.
Does anyone
Secure
need
those
this?
locations. One supply box down. 2 remain.
Does anyone need this?
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
Enemy! Visual on the objective. Enemy! Changing max.
Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Visual on the objective.
See, now I'm actually warmed up, so
You're losing ground.
this is our
Move
match
it.
for sure.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Visual on the objective.
Always gotta watch your back. You never know when there's a sniper getting nearby. It's about to shoot your head off.
CUAV prep for launch.
Smoke screen bombardment ready.
Looking glass on station. Jammer operating.
Reloading.
Okay, that means it's just glitched. Let's grab our armor box, the recon.
On the point of the map containing enemy
Let's see where the next zone
intent. Get ahead of the next gas break.
is gonna be.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
We are bingo fuel. Looking glass, leaving the AO.
Taking fire! I'm hit!
Capture complete. Television. Uploading information on the next
Changing
gas
maps.
break.
Enemy! Taking fire!
Yeah, as you can also really definitely tell, this game has changed a lot. The wall jumping is really gonna take some getting used to. And the grappling hooks and like Warzone's just generally become unrealistic. And while I don't like it, we're still just gonna have to deal with it because I don't think they're gonna be changing it anytime soon. Everything should be resetting with Modern Warfare 4, so then it just might be a little more realistic again. And no more goofy cartoon skins. Hopefully.
Vulnerable buy station marked. Head to the buy
Visual
station
on the
before
objective.
time runs out to get a discounted item. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Yeah, you see that loadout dropping in? That's gonna be our regain. So if we do die, which dying is always,
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
totally inevitable. It's not like something you can avoid. I mean, we can always run away from gunfights, but most of the time we are gonna take the gunfight. But if it turns into a hairy gunfight, then it is time to run away. But if it still turns into a 50-50 gunfight, but they get first shots, I'm obviously just gonna lose. So there ain't no winning from that unless we can recover and
Buy station vulnerability exploited.
take back
Good work,
the
team.
advantage that the
Discount is
enemy has
applied.
over us and get the upper hand and be the player that is gonna be in the gulag. We also really don't want to waste our gulag ticket. We do want
Visual on the objective.
to use it wisely. It is still kind of a bummer that they changed the like money system, because you used to get a lot more money than this from like a loot crate, but now You only get that much money if you
You've got gas moving in.
do contracts, which I do feel like it's a bit more like Warzone 1 fitting, but still.
Enemy! Tacticals, over here. Reloading.
You know who the fuck I am?
Oh hell yeah, I do. You're about to get fucked against the wall. I like that, huh? I like that, huh? Get shit on. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's why we want to see the stream. Me just getting the finishing moves off on all the players in this lobby. Bring them all. Don't actually really mean that. I take it back. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret saying that.
Secure the supply box.
Does anyone need this?
Locations are marked on your tag map.
This lobby does feel a bit more easy, unlike our first match. Isn't your first match always generally supposed to be easier than your other matches that you play throughout the day? But no, for some reason our second match is the easy one. I don't mind.
Supply box secured. Move to the next one.
Does anyone need this?
Just keep sending the worst players at me. Then I'll be getting some free kills.
Two supply boxes down. One to go.
Does anyone need this?
Also gotta watch my cover a bit more. I do keep running out of the open when hitbox exposed. And if I then get one shot sniped, I do not have an excuse.
Gas moving in. New safe zone located. Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
Okay, fire still, I guess.
Changing max.
It's actually just what I needed. He did rest, he still would have died. Where's his teammate? I always finish off my kills. I do not let him seriously. He was really about to buy something from the buy station when you already know what I'm about to do. I'm not gonna let you do that. I was one step ahead of him. Okay, that was definitely
Visual on the objective.
a robot. I mean, come on, man. I'm just gonna walk up to the buy station, stand still for a few seconds. Let's just buy something. Yeah, no one's gonna show up.
Gas is inbound.
You don't underestimate your opponents.
One supply box down.
And I
Two
also
remain.
won't be doing that anymore.
Does anyone need this?
I really should have taken advantage of fires, but at the same time I do kind of need that contract
Two supply boxes
multiplier.
secured. One
Does
remaining.
anyone need this?
Oh. It's a red square around the map. That means I'm on a UAV. They know my position quickly.
Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Cause a distraction, like sending this in a house in the middle of nowhere. Cluster anyway.
awaiting targeting data.
At least we already got half of our checklist. We got the armor box and the cluster.
Enemy! Enemy!
I really did not see.
Reloading.
But I still took care of him. You don't mess around with Julian Courier. Unless you wanna meet the gulag.
Visual on the objective.
Okay, 3 more minutes. I already gotta stack up some kills.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Oh, I see him. Always 70% headshot level. You see what I mean? That's what gets you the kills.
Gas is inbound. Marking new
Someone
safe
outside of the zone, we're gonna rotate this early, it's gonna be rotating late, and then we're gonna hold him.
zone. Attention operator. Classified weapons are entering the area soon. Watch the skies.
And now he can see that I'm in front of him.
Enemy!
Be down there. Huh?
Enemy!
Oh,
Enemy!
okay, yeah, but no. that is not a
Visual on the objective. Disregard last.
no. That just can't be a
Cancel.
real
Enemy!
player.
Moving in.
Reloading.
Just got one
Bounty
shot.
targets destroyed. Hell of a job. Classified weapons are now in the field. Acquire one to gain the status.
Okay. Should be cheaper.
UAV available for tasking.
Pop a few UAVs.
UAV standing by. UAV available for tasking. UAV standing by.
And we got an advanced. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Visual on the
Solo
objective.
off of his team.
LDVR salvo ready for launch.
We're gonna get him. And what else? What else? We got pretty much everything though, eh? Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's move then. I still got some money left. Like, that's all I'm looking for.
Visual
some
on the
kills.
objective.
We are still gonna play slightly aggressive by rushing this enemy
I'm hit.
head on. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
Changing
do.
max.
Got gas inbound.
Ooh, the
Safe
gulag
zone
is closed now.
relocated.
Okay.
Until further notice.
Oh, yeah, enemies are dying, like, this is when the lobby generally gets unhealthy.
Visual on the
Loadout
objective.
I'm gonna have to
Your
dirt
way.
party here. I don't really... Okay, this is what I'll say. I don't love playing that aggressive in it,
Taking fire.
because you do tend to die, especially
Reloading.
if Gulag's closed. But we're just gonna have to do it. We want that 20 bomb though. Can you just die? Oh. Teammate. Nope.
Gas is moving.
Throwing smoke. Changing max.
There's an enemy squad coming.
Why is someone hunting me? This is like the worst.
Fire.
Okay. We do not be having to have any input delay at the moment. No. I'm using a wired connection, so no. No can do. Okay, now we're generally
Stay sharp.
gonna have to get to hospital. Because we're outside of the zone. Yeah, this is not really the... Yeah, the situation you want to be in.
Enemy.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Visual on the objective.
Hadden we nou gezegd over de deuren openzetten als het warm is? Prima idee, toch? Rustig, frisse lucht.
Someone's sniping. Okay, I'm just gonna take right side. Feel like... Okay, who is actually hunting me? They're generally getting... Yeah, you do not want to be in my position. Yeah, you do not want to be in my position.
Only 5 remain. Close.
They really were generally desperate just to get me killed. Why couldn't you just get murdered?
Find me back. I'm ready.
These teams are not even fighting. Okay. Fourth place. Fourth place. Yeah. That's not quite it. That is almost it, but not quite it. If I just had the high ground position, why am I on the low ground position? Or I had the high ground position, but that someone went full sending me out of nowhere, because bounties always gotta get their kills. And I had to run. If I would have just jumped, glided across onto the building, then still I would have likely been chased. Because whenever you get bounty on you, they will be very determined to just get that one kill, because they're thirsty killers. They grab bounties because they want to get kills. So then still, what if I have survived? No. I still likely would have died. Because if I get caught between two teams fighting, I'm not winning. Especially that game. And I really would do another match, but a less match does not last 15 minutes, or it does not last 20 minutes because I gotta leave in like 15 minutes. But it's likely not gonna, because I always still gotta queue it up. We queue up, we're in the match, okay? But no, then there's also still the pregame, another minute. And then it's automatically also gonna be, once we get in the game, whole animation of you entering like the map, but then still it's gonna be 13 minutes. It's gonna take 2 minutes, so then we only get 13 minutes. And resurgence matches, by my calculations, are not 13 minutes, so it's not gonna cut it. Got 60 kills, like 3,000 damage. This is generally what I'm wondering. For once, I feel like I'm getting enough FPS that is playable, but then the servers just have to be unplayable today, with me lagging in that one gunfight and then losing to that player when I definitely should have won. And then the other instance is that I get a bounty on me, and whoever has to get the kill really wants the money and gets desperate and just like fully chases me down. He does not let me escape. Even if I would have jumped off the mountain, would if I've still gotten absolutely beamed? Yes, because that's how fast the TTK is in this game. I'm just like, disappointed because why do I always still keep facing these clearly Warzone 1 type players when I should be facing players on my own skill level, like skill bracket? Because this is still casuals, but I still feel like a lot of the times it gets a little bit competitive when you get to that end game, when it should generally be more casual. Like, I'm just saying, I have no problem with facing some Call of Duty veterans sometimes, but then still, I shouldn't be facing them every single time, every match I queue up, because I don't really still feel like I'm quite on that skill level. But no, apparently the game does feel like you clearly got the skills, you have the potential, so we're gonna put you in this very like sweaty and unfair match. Not a fair matchup. It's 4 against 1. Yeah. And still, I've generally just like, I've just been unlucky lately. I don't suck at the game. I just don't believe it. I've been practicing non-stop, also like off stream, not just on stream. Like doing some like private matches against bots, and I do really feel like I've generally improved 5 things, and that's my centering, my Listening for the audio cues on the map for when enemy is about to do a certain action. My awareness, I keep constantly looking at the minimap to see if I can get red dots for when enemies are about to push me. And then 4, tracking, and 5, flicking from one target to another if 2 enemies decide to show up instead of 1. I generally got, and also actually not just 5. I feel like I've improved 7 things. Also, my like recoil control. Like I do feel like I'm controlling my gun's recoil better at the moment. And then 7 would just be generally around like end game. Using that mindset of like a Warzone streamer of buying an endgame checklist and then just getting the like power position or high ground as you call it. Getting my information by looking on the minimap. And then just using my aim and movement. There's still something missing. I feel like it's also just like luck. I just gotta get lucky that I got one of those like very body lobbies, but it doesn't really seem like that's happened ever since dropping that 20 bomber rebrand. It's really gotta have increased the skill level of the players. But also definitely made me feel like I should play more tackle on that game, but then still, if I would have just gotten more kills in mid game, I would have still been having to farm kills in the end game when I'm supposed to be worrying about staying alive and like actually getting the win and not losing. And I do generally also really feel like Battle Royale should be a bit more slow paced and not as fast paced as Resurgence, but that's just me. So maybe, so Probably if I did that a bit more. We would have gotten the dub. But yeah, then still we do always also make mistakes. Like that's also a thing you should not deny. Even like the best players make mistakes sometimes. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for today's stream. Like always. Yeah, any more questions, you can ask them on my Discord, which I'll be putting in the chat right now. But yeah, I appreciate you boys and girls for staying around to the end, and thanks for watching. Catch you all on the next stream, which should be tomorrow. Peace out and later, haters.